Bob Lee!
Hello.
It's Monday, we just got done doing spin planning. What are we up to this week?
Yeah, so quite a lot of DLC work to do. So we got the Space DLC, Space 2 for Corner Pixels. That needs QA testing. You've got to finish it up. As well as that, I need to make a start on my work for the Hexseed DLC for the Skystead backers. And then if I get time at the week as well, it'll be the Science DLC for Woo. So quite a lot of DLC work to do. Still do achievements as well. And we've got to the interviews at the beginning of the week too.
Just a couple of things on.
Just a couple of things.
Yeah, for me, a bunch of stuff to do with interviews and publisher work. So the publishers we've been talking to have asked for a couple of things, like documents and things that we want ready for Friday. So I'll be getting that done. Also, a bit of more Skystead's DLC work. So Wooloop is pretty much there. We just need a bit of final QA and a couple of extra fixes for some levels, but it's pretty much there, which is good.
And yeah, for me, like Lee said, I'll be wrapping up the Space 2 DLC, a few more images to go, and then towards the end of the week I'll probably be starting the Wooloop Science DLC. Yeah. With some interviews spurred in between.
Woo!
Okay, so it is the Monday, and I've just gotten in about an hour ago, but I did want to focus on a little bit of work that I managed to get done over the weekend, which is this new Space 2 image, which I'm really happy with. This is a 1-bit image, as you can see. It's just one colour, and it's the first ever 1-bit image I've ever done, and overall I'm actually quite happy with it. I think I was able to convey quite a lot of character in it. It's really hard to convey depth in 1 bit. There's only one colour, so you can't really do any shading work, but I did implement some shading techniques here to try and make it look like the planet's kind of falling behind the shadow here. So overall, I'm really happy with this. I'm quite proud of it, considering it's my first one, so if ever another 1-bit pack comes up again, hopefully I'll be prepared. And this morning, I've been working on this new asteroid image, which I'm really happy with. I don't usually like doing blank backgrounds, but I really wanted an image that conveyed the emptiness of space. A lot of my artwork so far has been quite jam-packed with nebulas and planets and stars, but I wanted one that was quite dull and empty. And if you look at many pictures or reference images for asteroids, they're quite just floating around in space and the emptiness of space, so I thought I'd try to keep this image similar to that. So overall, I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to move on to the next one now. I think we've only got 3 more to go.
Yeah, okay, so we've just done 2 interviews today, and we've got 1 more tomorrow. All that's going well, but obviously I can't really go into details about that. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the publisher stuff that I've been doing this week. So I've got a couple of days off this week, but a bulk of the remaining time will be doing the Skystead game design document. This is something one of the publishers have asked us to do, mainly so that they can have a look at it and share it among their dev team and stuff, just to better understand the game and what we're going for. The thing is, we don't actually have a GDD normally. It's quite common in the games industry to have one of these documents, sort of like a living document that describes every feature of the game, what it does and all that stuff, and how it all links together. But we don't usually do that. We usually work with OneNote, but as you can see, it's not very shareable and presentable. So I've got lots of random notes of just like random bits of text. There's probably swear words and all sorts of stuff, and random sketches and things like that. It isn't really very good to present, so what we're doing is we're building this game design document to share with the publishers, and hopefully it will be a bit more impressive.
Okay, so today's pretty much been wrapping up the Space 2 DLC. I've got the last 2 done this morning, which is this first image here, which is the Saturn V memory core, I think Rob called it. That could be wrong, I'm sure Rob will correct me if so. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I thought I would go for a more cartoon-esque look to this one. It's quite a simple design, but it kind of makes a nice pattern. So overall, I was quite happy with it. I hope I got the design right. It's pretty close to the original design of the core. Obviously in pixel art it does change up a little bit, but it's pretty damn close, so I'm quite happy with it. But this morning I've been working on this galaxy image. Now this galaxy image has been tormenting me for the past few days. Galaxies are notoriously hard to draw, who knew? So as you can see, I originally started this one here. Really didn't like it. It just didn't look very 3D enough. It didn't look like the galaxy was sitting in space. So I completely restarted it altogether this morning. And it's looking better, although I did think it still looked a bit plain. So this morning, I've just been going in, adding tons of stars, and it looks infinitely better. I may have went a little bit overboard, but a galaxy is supposed to be filled with stars and planets, so I thought, well, we'll just leave it. It looks pretty good as it is, so I think I'm going to leave it as is how it is now. And now I'm going to move on and fix up the solar planets image adding some extra stuff in, and then I'm going to make sure they're all ready for QA.
So that's all the Wood Up achievements uploaded. As you see, some of the gallery achievements haven't popped. Gallery 1 did, but the rest haven't. Not too sure why, because someone in the Discord, Hybrid here, was able to get them all. So my theory is maybe it's to do with the fact that the save file I'm using, let me go to the game. The save file I'm using is from Kai, who has New Game Plus all the levels, and maybe that's affecting it, not too sure. I've tried a couple of different things, like you see, deleting levels and redoing them to try and trigger the achievements, but couldn't get it to work, so yeah, I'm just going to see what the fix is for that later in the week. But we do know they do work, thanks to Hyperd's test over here as well.
Okay, so it's been a pretty busy morning. I've primarily been drawing all morning. I've just been getting all the tokens done for Rob. So every little skylet now has its own token. So no, every token has its own skylet now. So now that Rob can go back home and he can start laser printing them all. I'm not sure if it's easy to see on here. They don't have backgrounds because they're PNGs, but overall they all look pretty good. I'm not entirely sure on the button tail. It's got a very weird not anatomy, but its ears are so big that it doesn't really center it in terms of the coin. So it looks a little different than the rest of them. I hope that's okay. I'm sure Rob will give us some feedback. But yeah, took a little while, but they're all done now, so they can get printed. But as for now, I'm going to go around the office and start taking down the decorations. It's long past Christmas now, so I think it's time for them to come down.
This video didn't have to look this way. It could have been prevented. Say no to vertical videos.
So we did reach a bit of a snag. Rob has taken the ladders home. So in order to get these down, I'm having to go around with the crook. Of course, the one that I use as an example doesn't come out. Hold on a minute, we'll go for a different one. Wow. There we go.
So I've just finished up the Space 2 DLC, and that's coming out tomorrow for Colour and Pixels. So I was doing all the QA testing yesterday. I got through all the QA testing apart from one picture which I finished up this morning. But yeah, all in all, a really good pack, and there's very minor changes here and there. There wasn't much to fix at all. But yeah, that's ready to go. I've just gone through all the other stuff, such as getting the achievements uploaded as well. Head over to here. Should see them in the list. All the Space 2 achievements are there. You can see I haven't tested them yet, because still waiting on a build, but they're all uploaded and the testing should be quite quick. And if you head over to Trello, all of the other smaller tasks are done as well, such as getting them on the bundle and all that good stuff. All that's left is to actually make the announcement posts, which I'll make a start on now before we go on to some Hexy work, I reckon. So one thing we forgot to update, noticed from the vlog last week, we mentioned the leak under here, and the plumber came like a day or two after, and I was just a case of tightening up those bits at the top there. It looks like it's go fixed now, touch wood. So yeah, that's all done. Other than that, in terms of office stuff, you can see there's been a bit of a change around. I'm only on the office today, so I'm having a little check. Because as you know, we're in the process of hiring a new artist, and they're going to be sat in my current desk location over there, just for the side by side with Jack, and there can be some back and forth. So by playing around, put my desk over here, the desks are a lot larger than anticipated. So you see the layout's kind of tight against the wall at the minute. I'm sure that'll be alright. I'm just waiting for the guys' feedback, because obviously I have to rearrange the sprint panning area as well to make sure that that's not completely boxed in by the couch. So yeah, maybe this will be the new layout. We'll see once we've got feedback from the other guys.
Okay, so I just got done with the stream for today, and overall it was pretty good. I managed to get done this this wooden bird bath model. Don't know why I said that for. This wooden bird bath model. It looks really good. Got a lot of advice from the chat, and definitely came up with some really cool concepts. And overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. I also managed to get the UV map done as well, which is nice and clean. So next time I stream, I'll probably get it textured up, which I don't think it'll take too long. It's quite a simple model, so hopefully that'll be a nice chillaxing stream too.
Yeah, okay, so just a quick update for my stuff, because I've had a couple of days off, but it's mainly been planning. Have you actually mentioned that we've picked Laura and stuff? We've got Lee there now. It's weird. It's weird. We're saying we should get a sign on his desk that just says receptionist. But yeah, been a pretty busy week. I've been off for a couple of days, but we managed to get that GTD sorted. That's all done and sent off. Lee and Jack did a bit of help with that towards the end, especially towards the art stuff. And there's a few design things that Lee wanted to get in there as well. But it's like 35 pages long, which is insane. But yeah, we've also been
working hard towards the new hire, so we've actually been contacting them today. Well, Lee has really got contracts sorted, and they should be starting Monday. So we've got these new things for them, just some like tech and some. These are like wooden desk rise things to put your monitor stands. Yeah, I got there. Monitor stands. Yeah, we need to sort that out. We just need to give the desk a bit of a clean, and hopefully we'll just get everything set up on Monday. But yeah, so it should be fun. Lots of stuff going on, exciting stuff. Yeah.
So we have various tasks today, some of them being admin related. So you see here the Space 2 book is coming out later today for us. So the announcement's ready for that. I did prepare the GIF yesterday or the day before when I was QA testing the levels. So that's worked out quite nicely. As well as that, we have the science DLC announcement as well. I waited till after lunchtime to post this one just because there is a competition live as well. If you're watching this video, this competition will be live for another week. So make sure you head over to the Discord and check it out. You just need to press this button here to take part. Yeah, that's live now as well. And other than that, it's back onto making levels. So making some Hexseed levels here for the Skystead Ranch DLC. But as well as that, be making progress on the science DLC as well. So I'll be taking a card from here, completing it, and then going back to Wooloop, to Hexseed, and completing that, and just bouncing back and forth between the games just to keep things a little bit fresh. Yeah, I made this test tube level, and as you can see, it's using the drawing that Jack made, and with it being colourblind, he's had a little colour palette for it as well, which is very handy. Yeah, that's ready to be tested, and then making more progress on the science DLC as well as Hexseed.
Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick update for you where we're at with the laser cutting stuff. So this is the plan for the... Hey boy, you okay? You okay? Man, that's loud, isn't it? Yeah, but essentially the plan for laser cutting stuff, we need to do a whole bunch more for Kickstarter merchandise tier rewards. So this is the bow, and the plan is we are going to do a token of each of the 9 ones that were in the demo. So there'll be 9 tokens in total per person, and we're going to basically put them in a frame. So hopefully make like a nice grid and frame and stuff. And this is just for the pin collection. I guess we'll make them pins. We can just glue some stuff to the back of them to make them pins. But yeah, Jack's been doing some sketches for us. The barrel looks really nice. It's coming out really clean, which is great. The ghosty one is one that we had before, I believe, and then Grumble is looking good. So yeah, it's just a matter of doing that. We've got these little tokens. We're about 7 centimeters wide, roughly. It's very vague, and we have to do about I think 15 or 16 of these. So that's why we're doing big stacks like that. And yeah, it's just should be looking quite good at the end. We're quite hopeful for it. Yeah, just another random thing that you might find. Oh, Astro. Just another thing that you might find interesting is when we're doing the bow token. Here, for example, the approach we're doing is slightly different. So we press the center button, and what that does is it scans the file for all of the positions in the instructions, and then it puts the laser in the center, and it fires a very low-powered laser down to the center point, and we're using that to essentially measure the center point for these tokens. So we're going to put this down. And then give it a second because this takes a while. The PC on it is very, very slow. Ooh, there we go. So you can see, you might be able to just see the dot on the thing there, but then we can basically just use this to align it front and back. Yeah, that'll about do. And then we just set it going, so slightly different workflow. Before everything was just sort of like choreographed so that we didn't have to align the laser center. But yeah. Guys, it's the weekend. Weekend! Woo! Well, oh, we haven't talked about what we're saying, have we? No. Guys.
Hello, take 2.
It's the weekend. We've got a new layout in the office, so I think this is going to be the new intro and outro position. I don't
figure out where the third person sits.
I think it'd be weird if we had 3 people on camera at the end. I feel like it might be a bit strange. Although, like, it might just be strange for me just sat at my desk when it's my turn to. Yeah. Hi guys.
Yeah, it's been quite a busy week. Got quite a lot done. In terms of what's coming up next, though, we have the Space DLC for Corner Pixels that came out last week. If you missed that, check that out. It's really good. As well as that, Wooloop has its first DLC of the year. We have the Science DLC. Still making some of those levels now, but I'm sure by the time you see this video, there'll be a lot more to see, and be coming out next week. So make sure you wishlist that. And as well as to everyone who's backed our Kickstarter campaign from the second tier up, we are hard at work on the DLC for that. We're very close to getting that out. So again, check your inboxes, keep looking for updates. We'll be letting you know about how to access those DLCs soon as well.
That was a lot. That's not how you do it. Yeah, thank you for everyone in our Discord, our Patreon members. Thank you for keeping us going. Hopefully next week we'll have a fourth new person.
Yeah. Tune in next week when ToastieLabs get. I can't say that.
Take 3.